with real estate. Yeah, he's an artist. He's Vincent Van Gogh to jail with real estate. Is what he is. He boasted that his dad is the father of hotel gyms. He said, maybe someone put a gym in a building somewhere, but no one did it at the scale of my father. He's saying that his father, the father of the hotel gym, is a guy who's never stepped inside one, okay?
Remember that time you stayed at a cheap motel and thought, this sucks? Well, multiply that feeling by 1,000,000 and you've got Donald Trump Jr.
Don Jr., he's so embarrassing. He's on the stand, he's testifying in this $250 million fraud trial, and he has to compliment. He said his father is an artist. People are a crime family, a very dumb crime family. The Gambozos, if you will, and...
S reaction to a Holiday Inn Express. It's like watching a cat try to swim. Uncomfortable, hilarious, and oddly satisfying. But let's be real, we've all had our fish out of water moments. Maybe not quite as extreme as Junior's, but still. So grab your popcorn and join us for a laugh at the expense of the rich and clueless. Trust me, it'll make you feel better about that time you couldn't figure out the hotel TV remote.
One of the biggest accounting firms in the world. I can pay them millions of dollars. I rely on them to do accounting, but I'm supposed to know more than them. By this logic, insurance companies are going to start suing patients for listening to their doctor.
The amount of ass-kissing in this trial is insane. DJ TJ, of course, denies any and all wrongdoing and is instead going with the "our accountants did it" defense.
I'm not supposed to rely on a Big Five accounting firm.
This has always blown my mind a little bit. 91% that watch this show regularly haven't subscribed. Could I ask you for a small favor before we start? If you like this show, what we do here, and want to support us, the free simple way you can do just that is by hitting the subscribe button. Picture this. Little Donnie Trump, the boy who grew up in a golden tower, is about to embark on the adventure of a lifetime. And by adventure, we mean checking into a Holiday Inn Express. Oh, the horror. Our favorite trust fund baby decided it was time to rough it like us common folk. I bet he thought Holiday Inn was some fancy European spa. Boy, was he in for a rude awakening. As Donnie approaches the front desk, he faces his first major challenge, carrying his own luggage. I know. It's heartbreaking. Poor little Donnie, probably wondering where his army of butlers disappeared to. Maybe they're hiding behind the potted plants in the lobby. But wait, it gets better. Our hero now has to figure out how to use a key card. Spoiler alert, it's not voice activated, and yelling "Open Sesame" at the door won't work either. I can just imagine him standing there, staring at the little plastic card like it's some alien technology. Is this what the peasants use to get into their hovels? He probably wondered. Now, here's a fun fact for you. Research shows that 99% of Americans know how to use a vending machine. Care to guess who's in that special 1%? That's right, our boy Donnie. Watching him try to buy a soda must have been like watching a caveman discover fire. Where do I insert my gold bars? He probably asked the confused hotel staff. But the real question is, will our brave explorer survive the night without his silk pajamas and caviar-infused pillow spray? The suspense is killing me. I bet he tossed and turned all night dreaming of his solid gold toilet back home. Morning comes, and what do you know? Donnie survived his perilous journey into the world of budget hotels.
And with all the complaining the Trumps do about this trial playing out in the media, you could barely even turn the channel without seeing their lawyer doing an interview with somebody. I'm a business guy who had his elbows soldered together, and now I move my arms like a Muppet all the time.
What have they been asking the kids, and tell me how they fit into all of this?
They don't fit into all of this. What have they been asking the kids? It's very simple. They'll ask the kids, did you give a value to somebody?
And boy, does he want everyone to know about it. Cue the triumphant tweet about roughing it like a common person. Congrats, Donnie. You used a coffee maker all by yourself. Someone get this man a medal.
By the way, Donald Trump's older sister, Marianne, the former judge, died this morning. They found her unresponsive in her apartment. Thrilled to be a part of the group, he posted this picture of him and Tuck cackling in their blue checker print shirts. A couple of banana Republicans right there. He at least has the decency to find a good plot for her on the golf course. Meanwhile, another Republican candidate has whittled himself out of the race. Tim Scott has decided to suspend his campaign
But hold on to your MAGA hats, folks, because the story doesn't end there. We've got to talk about how Daddy Trump reacted to Junior's brave expedition into the wilds of middle-class America. I can just picture the old man now, pacing back and forth in his Mar-a-Lago bunker, probably wondering if his son has been kidnapped by the radical left and forced to stay in, gasp, a 3-star hotel. Well, folks, it looks like the Trump family's PR team is working harder than a one-legged cat trying to bury turds on a frozen pond. Their latest crisis, Junior's shocking discovery that budget hotels actually exist. Who knew, right? It's like finding out that some people don't have gold-plated toilets. The horror. The family's scrambling to spin this roughing it story into a relatable moment. Good luck with that, Trumps. It's about as believable as Donald's hair in a windstorm. I mean, come on, trying to make staying at a Holiday Inn seem like a heroic act of slumming it. That's like saying eating a Big Mac is going vegan. But wait, it gets better. Twitter, the land where memes are born and dignity goes to die, exploded faster than Trump's temper at a spelling bee. My personal favorite, Donald Trump Jr., Survivor, Holiday Inn edition. Picture it, Donnie Jr. trying to start a fire with 2 credit cards and a silk tie. Now that's quality entertainment. The internet, as always, remains undefeated. One user wrote, Donald Trump Jr. staying at a Holiday Inn is like a millionaire complaining about flying first class instead of on a private jet. Ouch, that's gotta sting more than the cheap soap in those tiny hotel bathrooms. But here's the real kicker, folks. Are you sitting down? Some people actually stay in these hotels on purpose. I know, it's hard to believe. Next thing you'll tell me is that people eat at diners instead of 5-star restaurants. What a world we live in. Will the Trump brand ever recover from this brush with normalcy? Stay tuned for the next episode of Rich People Problems when room service doesn't offer caviar. I hear Junior's already working on a new book, Art of the Stay, How I Survived a Night Without a Gold-Plated Bidet. It's sure to be a bestseller in the clueless billionaire section of your local bookstore. But seriously, folks, what does this whole fiasco say about the disconnect between the ultra-rich and, well, the rest of us normal folk who don't consider a Holiday Inn a step down from camping? It's like they're living on a different planet, a planet where the air is made of money and the ground is paved with platinum credit cards. Well, folks, it looks like our little experiment in budget living has taught us all a valuable lesson. Money can't buy common sense, but it sure can buy you a lifetime supply of confusion when faced with everyday tasks. Who knew that vending machines could be such formidable foes for the ultra-rich? But hey, let's not be too hard on poor Donnie. After all, only 15% of his wealthy buddies ever dare to set foot in a budget hotel. It's like watching a penguin try to navigate the Sahara Desert. Next time you're annoyed by that noisy ice machine at 2 a.m., just remember, at least you know how to use it without calling in a team of experts. And if the Trumps ever need tips on budget travel, they know who to call, literally anyone else. Maybe they could start a new reality show, Surviving the Holiday Inn. Now that's something I'd pay to see.